Brexit UK set to storm ahead in the years to come. And I know that we had the doom and gloom, didn't we, from these so-called experts that have lined the TV news studios over the past few years as they sought to kill off Brexit, stop us voting to leave in the first place, and sort of had this incredibly pessimistic view that unless we were members of the EU, we couldn't do anything for ourselves. Well, of course, now we've seen a load of trade deals already done. And I suggest that the people who tried to sell this lie to you, that the UK couldn't thrive, couldn't take massive Brexit competitive advantage outside of the EU, I suggest you stop listening to all of them. I suspect a lot of you doing that already, because the reality is, and there's a new report out today by the Centre for Economics and Business Research, which I don't think you'll see much of in mainstream media, because of course we know that they are determined, certainly some quarters, to be absolutely miserable about the future prospects of this country. Something that drove me to really start doing these videos, to give you the other side of the story, which is the fantastic opportunities ahead for our great country. And as I said, the Centre for Economics and Business Research have put out a report called the World Economic League Table 2021 with forecasts for 193 countries up to the year 2035. Now, don't get me wrong, when it comes to forecasts, we've certainly seen how ridiculous some are. We saw that Treasury warning of 500,000 jobs going if we voted to leave. Absolute claptrap of the highest order, of course. But what this report shows you is that the downbeat, negative forecasts we've seen over the years from those who tried to stop Brexit completely, frankly, they are a joke. And so in this report today, what we actually see is that Brexit UK is going to thrive and prosper compared to stagnation within the EU. In fact, this report forecasts that by 2035, UK GDP in dollars is forecast to be 23% more than that of France, its long-standing rival and neighbour. As the CEBR report lays out, I've read it so you don't have to, the UK is ranked 8th in the world for ease of doing business, well above most other European countries. And I'm quoting directly from the report here. The second highest level in Europe after Denmark, and one place higher than last year. The UK ranks especially high on ease of getting business and remains the European, and in some respects the world, leader in the flat white economy of tech users. They say that they expect the trend of growth for the UK to be 4% annually from 2021 to 2025 and 1.8% annually from 2026 to 2030 and 1.8% annually from 2031 to 2035. The UK is forecast to be overtaken by India in 2024, but otherwise holds its place in the league table to 2025. And as I said, by 2035, UK GDP in dollars is forecast to be more than 23% more than that of France, its long-standing rival and neighbour, as it's described. And some really delicious headlines off the back of this, which I know are going to make depressed hardline Remainers very unhappy. But the fact is, I'm sorry guys, we are going to thrive outside of the EU. The lies that you were told simply were not true. They were never true, and they're going to completely be disproven. The Times, with the story, Britain has retaken 5th place in the rankings of the world's biggest economies, saying that Britain is the 5th largest economy in the world again after leapfrogging India. The Telegraph, UK economy to outstrip Europe over the next 15 years. A new ranking, they report, shows the UK remaining the world's 5th biggest economy next year. From 2025 it slips one place, but still performs better than many peer Western economies. And again, the UK's economy will be 23% larger than that of France by 2035, according to the CEBR prediction. CEBR's ranking also reflect Europe's declining economic importance to the world. You know, you've got to think about things in global terms now. And of course, Brexit UK can do that going around the world negotiating global trade deals, a massive competitive advantage compared to European governments now who've got to rely on the EU to do it on their behalf. No, we've seen Trade Secretary Liz Truss able to go around the world negotiating these agreements in our national interest. And as the CEBR report, it's actually the growth in Asia that is going to continue to surge, while European countries, they say in this report, accounted for 19% of output in the top 10 of the World Economic League table ranking of 2020. The share will fall to just 12% by 2035. Douglas McWilliam, the CEBR deputy chairman, saying the big news in this forecast is the speed of the growth of the Chinese economy. We expect it to overtake the US 5 years earlier than we did a year ago. Other Asian economies are also shooting up the league table. Douglas McWilliams also saying one lesson for Western policymakers who have performed relatively badly during the pandemic is that they need to pay much more attention to what is happening in Asia rather than simply looking at each other. And I do like the Mail headline on this as well. UK economy is set to storm ahead of France after Brexit transition and will be 23% bigger than theirs by 2035. Now the CEBR, it said, among private sector forecasters and commentators have been accurate in predicting and tracking the impact of the pandemic since early this year. Its initial projection in March of a 4% loss of world output, or 4.6 trillion quid, has largely been borne out by the official data. It now forecasts a robust recovery with 5.3% growth in 2021. McWilliams saying, we think that when the vaccine rolls out, the world economy could bounce back quickly. My colleagues have calculated, he said, about £200 billion of savings in the UK as a result of the pandemic that is waiting to be spent. There will be similar build-up of savings elsewhere. So the point is this, guys. Let's be positive about the future of our country. Those lies, Project Fear lies, are being disproven by reality every day. A bright future ahead for this country. You're going to see positivity on this channel because, frankly, I think when it comes to the mainstream media, I think the increasing sentiment they have of just being downbeat about the prospects of this country, I think it certainly had its day and it's been put out to pasture. You can rely on me, you can rely on this channel to give you the good news about the future of our amazing country. I hope you have all had a nice Christmas yesterday. Lots more to come from me here on the channel. So if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure that you do. Please also give this video a big thumbs up. Would really appreciate that. And of course, if you'd like to support my work here, giving positive news on the future of Brexit UK, then of course hit that join button. See the link in the top pinned comment if you'd like to support me. And of course, guys, as ever, thanks so much for watching.